The future is not something we enter into. It is something we create. There is no tablet that will give you prosperity. There's no medicine that will take you to the better future. You will never stumble into your future. The future is not something you enter into. It is something that you create. Listen to me. My life took a giant leap forward 20 years ago when I got the revelation of this. That your future is not a miracle or a mystery. It is a harvest of choices you make today. So if you make right choices today, let me tell you, you're going to harvest a bright future. You're going to harvest a better future. Can I make this statement to African people? Uguti, there is no oil that will give you a better future. There is no water that will give you a better future. There is no prophet that will ever give you a better future. There is no wristband that will ever give you a better future. There is no sticker that you put on your car that will ever give you a better future. The future, you create it with your own hands. Listen to me, Africa. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. The future is not something we enter into. It is something we create. There is no tablet that will give you prosperity. There's no medicine that will take you to the better future. You will never stumble into your future. The future is not something you enter into. It is something that you create. Listen to me. My life took a giant leap forward 20 years ago when I got the revelation of this. That your future is not a miracle or a mystery. It is a harvest of choices you make today. So if you make right choices today, let me tell you, you're going to harvest a bright future. You're going to harvest a better future. Can I make this statement to African people? Uguti, there is no oil that will give you a better future. There is no water that will give you a better future. There is no prophet that will ever give you a better future. There is no wristband that will ever give you a better future. There is no sticker that you put on your car that will ever give you a better future. The future, you create it with your own hands. Listen to me, Africa. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. From wherever you are getting us, nice to have you on this Zoom call today. I want to welcome everyone from wherever you are joining us. We are just getting ready to get started. Today, it is very special that we have our leader, Doris Angel, that is going to be taking us through the new beginner. This one is our great leader from Germany. And of course, I see she's already here, and she's going to be taking us through. I want to welcome different leaders on the call. Leader Doris Angel herself. I want to welcome Coach Mopiwa from South Africa. I want to welcome my leaders from Uganda, Leader Frank. Nice, I can see you here. I want to welcome Leader OBM. You're welcome, sir. I want to welcome the V2s on the platform, the V3s on the platform, the V4s, and the V5s. We don't have many, but I believe we have some here. And of course, I want to welcome all the V1s from wherever you are joining us. Please make sure you're not attending alone, because what we are sharing tonight is so special and it is really needed by everyone that has gotten started with this business. I don't want to waste any more minutes. My leader, Doris Angel, please, you can take over and we get started. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Leader Abe. Thank you. I hope you are all doing great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are connecting from. Before I start, let me just turn off the sound. It's like, it distracts me. Okay, so thank you, Leader Abe, for the introduction. I'm Doris Angel, a V4 by rank, and I reside in Germany, but I'm a Ghanaian. Sorry for the background noise. I'm going to excuse myself soon, okay? So please let us share the link on all our platforms. You can also invite prospects to this meeting, okay? So please let us continue to share. I'm just multitasking here, but I'm going to start soon. So may I know where you guys are joining from? You can tap it on the chat. May I know where you guys are joining from? You can just write it on the Zoom chat. Let us know where all of us are connecting from. So you go to the chat, then you write it. Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay, all right. So I'm Doris from Germany. How about you? Oh, let me change the settings so it doesn't come direct to me, okay? Kindly hold on. Let me change the settings for the meeting. Okay. Where do I find that? Security. Okay. So everyone and directly to me. So yeah, I've changed the settings now. Okay, I see Coach Mopiwa is here. He's one of my team members. Thank you. Happy to have you, my great leader. Wealthy Queen from Nigeria. Wow, you're all welcome. Hey, one of my own is here. Hemfa IT Solutions. He's also here. Welcome. I hope you brought your new downline who joined yesterday, team member. I hope they are all here. Okay, so this morning it's all about how we can navigate through our Royalq robot. Okay, how to, I just remembered there is one of my members that, let me see, I think I activated 3 people this week. Let me forward the link directly to them. Please also forward the link if you haven't. Forward the link. I think I activated a lot of people in my team this week. I'm sending them direct. Sometimes they do not come to the group chat, so forward it to them so that they can join this meeting. Okay. So yes, it's all about Royalq. It's all about Royalq. I'm going to start sharing my screen soon. You know, I'm a mother of 4. I'm a mother of 2, sorry. It's not easy handling family plus business, but it's worth it. You know, if you want money, you don't have to give excuses. You just have to start. You have to put it in action. All right. I'm just done preparing some rice pudding here. Okay, so now I can share my screen. So I'm going to do 2 presentations, please. One for the iPhone and one for the Android, because the iPhone, we don't have the new updated app. So I'm going to start the presentation with the iPhone. Then later, I do with the Android. Okay, so please, you have to bear with me and understand how it's going to be like.
So my leader, was the iPhone necessary?
Yes, leader. They don't laugh at iPhone users.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so we are still waiting. But the iPhone users can still use the web. They can use the web. Okay. No, you can't. It's not Lemon's learning. Okay, sorry for that. I'm coming. All right, so I'm going to start by sharing my screen. Let me see if I've logged into my account first, please. Let me see if I've logged into my account before. Okay, I've logged into the account successfully, so I can go ahead and share my screen. So my co-host, please help me control the meeting if someone unmutes themselves, okay? Please help me so I don't get distracted. Ask all to mute all. Okay. Okay, so now I'm good to go. I can share my screen. I see Leader Aminata in the house. You're welcome, my great leader. You're welcome. Okay. So during the presentation, you can actually type your questions if you have any questions, or write it down. After the presentation, you are just going to raise up your hands up, and I'm going to call out for you to bring out your questions. So just relax, get some cool wine or some coffee, some tea, depending on where you are connecting from, okay? All right. So we are going to talk about these two major apps, okay? The first one we will talk about is Royalq, okay? This is the reason why we are here for this meeting, Royalq. This is how the logo looks like on iPhone and on the Android, okay? So we have Binance, the Binance app. With the Royalq app, you can actually connect it with your Binance, okay? So this is how the Binance looks like. Binance is an exchange. It's a crypto exchange, okay? That's you buy crypto there, you sell, you transfer, you convert, and send crypto. Also trade, okay? We trade over there. So aside Binance, we still have other applications Royalq has added that you can. We have the Hobby here. Hobby is also here. You can also connect it with your Royalq robot, then it trades for you. Then we have the Coinbase, okay? We have the Coinbase. So those who are in Europe, some can apply for their Coinbase card and use alongside. But if you're in Europe, I'll advise you to use Binance, since Binance has a lot of coins to trade on Royalq than Coinbase, okay? And Binance offers free Visa card for you to use across the world, okay, without any charges. So this is also Coinbase. You can actually connect it to your Royalq. If you want to connect it with your Royalq, you would need these two applications because the Pro is not in the Lite, so you need both, okay? All right. Now let us move to Indodax, okay? This is an application also in Indonesia. It's an exchange, okay, in Indonesia. You can also connect it to your Royalq and trade with it as well. Now the next one we have is Kraken. Kraken. So this is Kraken. You can actually connect Kraken to your Royalq as well. So people living in US can go in for this option, okay? Then we have Bybit. Bybit. Bybit can also be connected to Royalq. It was actually launched, I think last week. Was it last week or last 2 weeks that Royalq introduced it? So Bybit has both the Pro and the Lite, okay? So you can actually connect it with your Royalq. I have team members who have connected it and have started using it already. Now the next one we have is the last one actually is OKES. I hope Royalq will be adding more exchange, more best exchange. And amazingly, all these exchanges I've talked about, are they 7 or 8? 7. all these 7 exchanges I've talked about, they are all part of the top 10 exchanges around in the globe now, currently. Okay. So this is the last one that was added. And one of my team members have started using it to trade already. So you can actually use it. So if someone is in US, they can actually use Coinbase, OKS, Bybit, and Kraken. But I will recommend OKS if it's available in their state. Okay, you know, United States is very huge and there are a lot of states. So depending on where the person is, okay, if OKS is available, they should use OKS since it has a lot of coins compared to Kraken, Coinbase, and Bybit. Okay. All right. So I'm going to launch my Royalq. First of all, let me stop sharing. Let me log out and log in so you get that announcement notification. Okay, it's for the new members. So if you already know about it, just learn more. Okay, and allow the new people who join to also understand how it looks like. So I stopped sharing my screen because of my credentials. Okay. All right. I like it this way. I hope you are all following. I hope you are following. And yeah. Okay. So when you launch your Royalq app, this is the first pop-out you are going to see. It's actually an announcement. Okay. It's actually an announcement you are going to see first. So this announcement is up to you to read it if you haven't read it, okay? It's up to you to read it if you haven't read it, or you click on the X button to close it, okay? So if you want to read it, you just tap on it, then it opens. But if you don't want to read it, you just click on the X button, okay? Royalq communicates with us through the announcement, okay? That is why it's important to read. Okay, you always have to read, because if Royalq is saying they are sharing money for all V2s, if you don't read it, you miss it. And you may not apply like whatever instructions that was in, you might miss it. So it's always good to read. So let's say I open it, I scroll it up to read. So OKS is now available. Okay, so that is it. You click on the X button to close. Now, on the home button, you can actually see this security feature, okay? So when you tap on the security feature, you can see how many times you have logged into your account, okay? The number of times you've logged into your account. Now you tap on one. When you tap on one, you can see the login address, the login time, and the IP address that was actually used, okay? The device you use in logging in, it's also noted, okay? They write it down that, okay, you use this. So let's say, for instance, you are using an Android phone. You are not using an iPhone. You realize Android has logged into your account. You are in Ghana, but you notice that the login address is Japan. You will have to report that. Do you understand? You will really have to report that to Royalq and also change your credential. But there are some people who are giving their account details to their app lines or their team members to help them manage. That one is different. If you've given your account to someone, then don't come and say, hey, someone has entered into my account. So it only applies to people who have actually shared their credentials with a third party. Okay, so that is it. You contact Royalq if you haven't shared your credentials to anybody. So that is the security details, okay? It's just for your own security. It's like having a house or having an office. You have to secure it. So for you to avoid this red dot, seeing of this red dots, you just click on read all. Then all these notifications leave, okay? Then all these notifications leave. Let's wait until it's finished loading, okay? Just wait. I want to eat. Okay, come. All right, read all. Okay, so it has left. Sorry for that. Okay, let's go back. So when you go back, you are going to see some announcements, okay, some advertisements moving from right to the left side. You can actually scroll through it to read more. So OCS is now available. So we got a notification before it was actually brought. So yeah, you see everything here. Now below, you see another notification bell with the menu bar. Now, when you click on the drop down menu, when you click on it, you are going to see a lot of announcements. Sorry about that. I have to be moving whilst doing the meeting. Okay, so just pardon me. I'm going to settle soon. All right, so these are all the latest announcements. Ever since you joined Royalq, you are going to see all the latest announcements that has actually been given. Okay, so go back with the arrow. Now we are going to talk about all these features over here. Okay, they all have their uses, so we are going to talk about it. They all have their usage. Okay, so I click on delete. I click on API bind. So you remember when we started, I showed you Binance, Hobby, and all those other applications. Okay, so one robot can actually be connected to all the exchange. Okay, if you have all the exchange, you can connect one robot to it, but just make sure you have enough capital. Okay, do not have $100 and split it 20 on Binance, 20 on Hobby, 20 on Coinbase. No, it just wouldn't make sense because that amount is not enough. Okay, that amount is actually not enough. So if you're having huge capitals, you can actually connect all the exchange or the 3 or 4, any exchange. As you can see, I've connected 4, okay, but I'm just using Binance for now. So this is to prove that one can actually connect more than one exchange with their Royalq bot. Okay, now what is the advantage if you try to connect it with all the exchanges? Now you are going to make 4 times or 3 times benefit, because if you are using 3 different exchanges on one robot, if Bitcoin sells on Binance and sells on Hobby and sells on Coinbase, it means you are going to make 3 times profit. Okay, so that's the advantage. Okay, but you can stick to one and put in all your capital in one. Okay, it still doesn't matter. Now, who can tell me the full meaning of API? I want to see it in the group chat. Who can tell me? I don't want to be always doing the talking. Who can tell me the full meaning of API? Let me go to the chat and see if I'm going to see it. Who can tell me the full meaning of API? Let's see. Application Programming Interface. Wow, that is good. You got it right. So perfect. You guys have gotten it. Okay. Okay, you got it correct. You got it correct. Okay, now I'm settled. You got it correct. So that is the full meaning. Now, all the exchanges we have on Royalq, all the exchanges that we have, most of them have this API feature. Okay, it's actually a feature in the exchange. Okay, most of them have it. So if the exchange have it, it means you can actually connect it with a robot, so it trades for you. Now, on the settings, you are going to realize that we do not take on withdraw. We only take read and trade. Okay, only read and trade only. So that is how come the robots can actually pick up trades for you on your behalf. Now, when a robot picks up trades on your behalf, you are going to see the assets actually in your exchange. Okay, you are going to see it allocated into those various assets. All right, so let's move out from the API feature. Then let's go to revenue details. So under the revenue details, you can actually see this button here at the top. This button. Okay. So if you tap on this button, it's actually the forward or the send button, okay? So you can actually send it to anybody through airdrop, messages, email, all the social medias. If you even want to share it on your TikTok, you can also share it as well, okay? All right. Now, we have today's profit and we have cumulative profit. Okay, we have today's profit and cumulative profit. So cumulative is like all the trades that you have taken or you have made, the total. Then the total profit for today is the daily ones. Okay, now there is an information below here. Let us look at it. So they said information. I stands for information. Take note. While using sub-bin mode, profit will only be shown after all positions are closed, and profit will directly go into your exchange balance. Okay, so there are 3 strategy modes we use on Royalq. 1 is the whole warehouse mode, 2 is the sub-bin mode, 3 is the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. So Royalq is saying that if you are using the second mode, that is the sub-bin mode, you only see the profits after all the positions are closed. Okay, that is when you see the profit recorded under revenue details. Now, some people get it twisted. They always think the profits here, you can actually withdraw it like how we withdraw from the team bonuses. Okay, no, it's not. You only get a record. You can't withdraw this money. You only get a record. Why? Because your trading capital was not on the Royalq application. Who is over here that before starting the trade, they brought their trading capital to Royalq? I believe no one. We all leave our trading capital on our exchange. It's only the fuel fee and the activation fee we bring onto the Royalq app. Okay. So if the Royalq picks up, if the robot picks up the capital from your Binance to trade for you, it doesn't mean it has actually taken it. It's actually allocated it into those assets. So the same way, if it sells, you would see that the funds are being added to your USDT. Okay, when it sells, you see that the capital and the profits goes to settle in the USDT asset. If you are trading BTC or Ethereum, it goes into Ethereum or BTC asset as well. Okay, I hope that is clear. So our profit goes directly into our exchange because that is where our capital is. All right. Now we see history details. So the first date, the first number you see is the day, the month, sorry. Then the second is the date, okay, like 18th March 2023. That's there. Now we have the profit analysis. Profit analysis is actually the illustration, the graphical illustration that you see that, oh, which coin actually gave me a lot of profit, or which coin have I been trading most? You see it over here. Then we have the currency profit. Under the currency profit, you see the money you made actually on a particular coin. Okay, it's recorded here. Now there is a drop down arrow close to Binance. Okay, this Binance logo. There is a drop down arrow. Anytime you see an arrow facing the bottom, that should tell you there is something below. So you click the appropriate exchange that you are using. I hope that is very clear. So you can actually forward the currency profit as well to someone, or the profit analysis. Okay. All right. So let us go to reward details. Reward details. Okay. So under the reward details is simply money that you've made from your team activation, your team members. As they've activated, you make money. When they are trading too, you also make money. Anytime they make profit, you also earn something. Okay, that is why it's very important to also build a team, not to only trade. Now, activation gain, you see recorded 21,000. That is USDT. Okay, this account has accumulated. Direct quantification, you see 628 USDT. Team quantification, you see 4,871. So that is it. Now, when you click on each detail, you are going to see there are sub details under it, okay, like the activation gain. We have activate peer income as well. Then we have activate global dividends. You get the peer income if you're on V4. You get the activate global dividends if you're on V6. Okay, V6. So that is it. The activation gain from V1 to V6, you get it. But when you go to V4, this one adds up to it. I'm going to explain later into details, okay? Direct quantification. So it's only one tab that is there. All the people that are directly under you, anytime they trade, you make some profits, okay? Okay, team quantification. When you tap on it, you are also going to see the team quantification, the peer reward, the global dividend. So global dividend is for V6, okay, V6. Then peer rewards, V3, V4, and peer reward, okay. But if you're on V1 to V2, just be expecting to get a team quantification. But if you're on only V1 and you're not on V2, you only get direct quantification. Do you understand? So it simply means the higher you go in rank, the more money you make. Now let's go to assets. So under the assets, you actually see what you have made in total, okay? If you are not trading, you are just trading and you are not sharing the opportunity, whatever you see on your assets, it is called your fuel fee. Okay, it's your fuel fee. But if you are trading and at the same time sharing the opportunity, then your fuel fee plus your activation gain and your team gains are here on the asset. Now, under the assets, we have the deposit, we have the withdraw button, we have the transfer button. So we are going to look at it all. Okay. Now let's click on, there is this, don't be scared to click on features on your Royalq app. If you click on it and you realize where you are going, you don't know where you are going, you just click on the back arrow to go back. Okay. So let's click on this settings over here to see what is there. Now, reminder limit is 2. So this is the balance reminder. Let's say those who are trading and you don't have enough capital, it's Royalq actually set it on 2. That's the default one. But if you're trading with huge capitals, you can reset it to maybe 10 or 20. So that anytime your fuel fee is getting low, Royalq will alert you that, okay, your fuel fee is about to get finished. Okay, so you can top up. Now, if your assets get to exactly 2, the Royalq robot stop working. It's not going to buy, neither is it going to sell on your behalf until you top up. Okay, so please take note. It's ready. Let Daddy fetch it for you. Close the door for me. I'll be using your phone, so please go. Shh, I beg you. I'll use it. Okay, sorry. So the deposit, when you click on the deposit button, you are going to see some information. Sorry about that. They said, ensure you use TRC20 to deposit or assets might be lost. So if you want to deposit money onto Royalq, please make sure it is USDT. Now, when you go to USDT, there are so many networks, okay? Make sure you use TRC20 network. Just make sure you use TRC20 or else you are going to lose your funds. If you lose your funds, it has nothing to do with Royalq. It has nothing to do with anybody but you yourself. That is why it's important you jot down the important notes down, okay? Now, at the top here, we see deposit USDT only, and you would need some fuel fee to start your trading. So before you start Royalq trading, you need to bring fuel fee. That is why it's advisable to withdraw 141 instead of 121. There are some people who would say, okay, as soon as I activate, I want to start trading immediately. Such people are supposed to withdraw 141 instead of 121. The $1 on it is for transaction fees that Binance or the exchange will charge. Okay, so just bring 141. We use 120 to activate, then we use 20 for your fuel fee. But there are some people who will be like, oh, as for me, I do not have trading capital. Okay, I just want to activate the bot and share the opportunity with others. So such people can actually start with the 121. So they just activate the bot, get their referral link so they can start sharing. Through that, they can earn some money and start trading. Okay, so that is it with the deposit button. Sometimes when you deposit, it may take a short while for the assets to come on Royalq. Okay, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes, sometimes some few seconds. Okay, so just take note. Now, if you mistakenly bring withdraw money, like if you mistakenly deposit onto an account that you are not supposed to deposit on, I'm sorry, you cannot get it back. It's just gone forever. So that is why it's always good to cross check well before you deposit funds into the person's Royalq account. Just check on mine, then you click on, let's say you go to mine, you click on the arrow at the top here, top right corner. You tap on it, then you see your inviter or your counselor. Okay, if you confirm it, you can now let the person withdraw money and bring it to assets. Okay, all right, so let's go to withdrawals. So if you've made some money from your team and you want to withdraw it, this is the button that you use. You actually paste the wallet address from your exchange, TRC20, please take note, and it's USDT you are withdrawing. You go and copy it from your Binance, you paste it here, then the withdrawal quantity, you type how much you want to withdraw. The minimum you can withdraw on Royalq is 10. If it is less than 10, I'm sorry, you cannot withdraw or transfer it to a Royalq account. I hope that is clear. Am I moving too fast? Am I moving too fast? If I'm moving too fast, let me know so I take my time. Okay, nobody has commented. It means you love the tempo that I'm moving on. Okay, let us continue. Now, transaction fees. Royalq says that any amount of money you withdraw, they charge you 2 USDT. 2 USDT. Even if you are withdrawing 10,000 USDT from Royalq, you are only going to pay 2 USDT. Okay, so that is it. That is fair. Now, you paste the wallet address here. Sorry, where they say withdrawal address, you paste the address there. Where they say withdrawal quantity, you type the quantity there. Then you click on confirm withdrawal. Now, at the top right corner, you are going to see withdrawal detail. Okay, so when you tap on that, you are actually going to see all the withdrawals that you have made from your team, like your account. Okay, all the withdrawals. You can see if I scroll below, I started this business on the 19th of June. If I scroll to the last end, you are going to see, because the first day I joined the business, I withdrew money that same day. It's possible. Okay, so that is it. That's the withdrawal details. Now, there is one thing I want to draw your attention to. Now, if you look at the withdrawal details here, this is actually to a Royalq account. That is why it came instant. Okay, I think I explained it last week. One of my team members withdrew money to their assets, but it wasn't working because Binance suspended withdrawals for TRC20. So I had to transfer 140 to him. So as he got it, he transferred it back to me. That is why you see the time over here. That is why you see the time over here to be the same. Royalq to Royalq, it goes instant. And the transaction fees is 0. If you are withdrawing from one Royalq account to the other, you don't charge. Royalq does not charge you. Okay. Now, let us look at the withdrawals I made to my external exchange. Okay. The external withdrawals. Okay. So you can see. I just want you to look at the transaction time and the withdrawal time, and also how much I withdrew and how much I got. The receive account is always the amount of money you got in your exchange. Okay, then we have transaction fees. Now, hey, My hands are not straight. Okay. So this is what I want to draw your attention to. Okay. So the transaction withdrawal time was actually 9:07:27 seconds. Then transaction time is the time that the money gets into your wallet. Okay. So the same date, 21:07, that's 9:08:07 seconds, the money got into my wallet. Now, how much was deducted? Only two. This is the total I withdrew, 344, and I received 342 in my Binance wallet. Okay. Then when we come to this withdrawal, so you can see the same transaction time is 11:29, but the withdrawal time was 11:28. So this simply means that less than a minute, the money gets into your wallet. Okay. So these are monies that I've made from networking or team building. Okay, simply that. So this is why I share Royalq with a lot of passion. This is why I invite more people on board, because withdrawals is clear. There are no glitches. Okay. We have had a lot of businesses in the past that we've lost a lot of money. Even after getting your own money, for you to withdraw it into your own wallet becomes a problem. But with Royalq, you don't experience that. That is why you don't have to be afraid introducing people to the business. Okay. All right. Now let's go to transfer. Under the transfer button, this is the button you use if you are transferring to a Royalq account. Okay. So you paste the person's Royalq wallet address here. Then you write the quantity of money you want to send, USDT you want to send the person. You confirm. Now, someone may ask, what if I mistakenly paste someone's Royalq account under withdrawal? Are they going to deduct the 2 USDT? No, they will not, because the system is going to detect it that no, this is actually a Royalq TRC20 wallet address. So it's not going to deduct you. Okay. All right. Now, under the history record, we actually see each earnings. Okay, so you see peer reward, you see team quantification, peer reward, direct quantification, mentor bonus, peer reward, direct quantification, mentor bonus, and so on and so forth. Anytime there is an activation, you see what we call the activation gain. Okay, you see activation gain. So like in a minute, you can earn so many times in a minute. Okay, in a minute you can earn. So you see fuel fee, because there was a coin that I traded and it sold for me, I think MDX. Okay, it sold around 2 a.m. as I was asleep. It's a one shot. I didn't wake up to sell it. The robot sold it automatic. So this is the beautiful robot that we are talking about. Okay, so the fuel fee, it's deducted. Okay, this 0.78 USDT. So you would see it. You know, because I'm sharing the opportunity, this 78 is nothing. You understand? If you are sharing the opportunity at the same time trading, fuel fee will not be a problem for you. But if you are only trading without sharing the opportunity, you will need to be topping up anytime your fuel fee is getting finished. Okay, so let's move out of assets and go to invite friend. This is one beautiful feature I love about Royalq. I hear people saying, I hear a lot of people, I am I'm someone that I love to talk a lot, and I love to make friends and new people. So I connect with a lot of people. People, you get rumors that, oh, Royalq is too expensive. After you buy the robot of 120, you need to actually get a trading capital extra. Oh God, this is too much. No, 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 I can't. But there is this business I've heard of. That one, you just pay $10. You just pay $50. Then monthly subscription, 10, 10, 10, 10. If you top up, if you add up all those monthly subscription plus the initial 50, is it not equal to Royalq? One difference we have is with Royalq, you have control over your capital. Let me repeat that again. The difference between Royalq and other online businesses is you have control over your own capital. Okay, you have control over your own capital. Okay, now Royalq perhaps already tested this application, they knew that no, if we say only traders to do this business, some people will have to trade, but they do not have capital. So how do we bring about something that will generate income? So this is one of the features, okay? That is inviting a friend or inviting a family member, a stranger, anybody, okay? Sometimes when people hear of network or sharing of the opportunity, they frown. Me, I can't do networking. I wasn't born a networker. No, me, I don't know how to talk to people. No, me, I can't be disturbing people. This is not my thing. But you've forgotten that you invite people to your church. That's a way of sharing. That's called evangelism. You've forgotten that you went to get how do you call it? Some nice haircut. Someone saw you and the person is like, wow, where did you get this haircut done? You show the person. That's a form of networking. We even do these things free. We don't get anything in return. Anytime you introduce someone to something, do you get anything? No. But we do it even unconsciously, like without knowing that you've even done it. But Royalq says, do this and we reward you. And yet you are complaining. What of the ones you did for free? You see people sharing some stuffs on their WhatsApp status. And you ask, like, are they earning from this designer that they are sharing? No, even the designer is not aware they are even advertising their product for them. Yet they share it. Someone will see it on your status. Wow, this sneakers is nice. Let me go and get it. It's the owner of the sneaker company that is making money, not you who are sharing it. Do you get it? So Royalq says, share your referral link and earn some rewards. Is that too difficult to do? You understand? So this is it. Just share. You might not know who would say yes, who would say no. I'm like, it's true that you are going to get no's, but it doesn't mean you should end it over there. No, you have to keep pushing. Okay. Now, invite friends. You just copy your referral link, share it with anybody. If the person registers successfully and activates, you earn $30. That is on the first rank. Okay, you earn $30. Now, the same person you bring on board, if he also continues to do what you did, then you start building a team. Now, there are two ways you can share this opportunity. You can share it intentionally, like what I'm doing, or unintentionally. Okay. Now, the intentional one, anybody you see, you talk to them about crypto. You introduce the tool Royalq to them. Okay. You share on all social media. Now, the unintentional, you are at the office or you are somewhere in a gathering, like you just take out your phone. Royalq, you open your Royalq app, you see buy, you see sell. Then you go to revenue details, then you start smiling. Someone close to you will be like, wow, what's all this? Why are you smiling? Have you won some lottery? You say, yes, there's this robot I'm using and it just sold for me. It just sold this crypto coin for me and I'm excited. The person will be like, wow, interesting. So just like that, you just make profit just like that. You say, yes. The person gets interested. The person asks you, how can I also join? How can I also earn like you're earning? Then you explain the business to them. You also ask for assistance from your upline or any grand upline. They explain into details. You invite them to Zoom meetings. They join on board. That is you sharing unintentional because the person just bump into it. Do you understand? Aha. So you choose the one you want. Okay. You can do both. You can do what? Okay. This is actually the blockchain miracle. Okay. That's what I call it because this pattern, it has changed a lot of lives. It has changed a lot of lives. Okay. Now you copy your invitation link. You do not copy the invitation code. Please take note. Because on the Android, if you go to your Play Store, Google Play Store, and you type Royalq, you are going to get maybe 10 or a lot of different types of Royalq. Now, how do a new prospect, how is the person going to determine or actually know that, okay, this is the right one or this is the right one. So it's always best to be on a safer side. Just copy your invitation link, go and paste it to the person. Okay, then you are good to go. Now let's move out from invite friends. Let's go to user guide. So the meeting we are having is all about Royalq user guide orientation. Okay. Now, the Royalq app also has a user guide. Okay. Most of you here have a lot of devices at home. Every device you buy, there is a user guide to it. Most people do not even read it to know how it functions, what the machine wants, what it doesn't want. They just start using it anyhow. If you treat the Royalq like that, you will get anyhow results. Okay, you need to read the user guide and know. So under the Royalq user guide, we have the instructions. Okay, the instructions. Under the instructions, we have what we call the beginner's guide. Okay, so under the beginner's guide, you see Bybit tutorial, OKEX tutorial, Royalq operation setting instruction, Coinbase. Like there are so many more. Okay, there are so many more. People ask, what is first preset buying price? This is it. How to create a circle, how to switch on price alert. Everything is here. Bad setting function, trigger take profit without selling, trigger margin call price calculation. Everything is here. You just need to come here and read. That is all. Don't forget, there is a lot of knowledge in reading, and knowledge is power. Most people do not like reading. They don't read, and that is when they miss out a lot. If you do not read, then you'll be growing old and you'll be losing and missing out on a lot. Okay, so under the Royalq the user guide, we still have what we call the Royalq questions and answers. Okay, the frequently asked questions. So you see some people will be asking, are you sure my funds are safe on this your Royalq you are talking about? You just let the person come here to the user guide and read. Are my funds safe? Of course, your funds are safe because your trading capital is not on the Royalq app. It's on your exchange. So your funds are safe. Okay, so that is it. Now, let us go back. Then we have the strategy description. Okay, we have the quantitative trading parameter setting tutorial. We have the martingale strategy of never going out of position. So, we have all these things here at your disposal. Okay, now let's go to the mentor feature. So under the mentor feature is actually to help people who their uplines are no more in their business, okay, but they need some guidance. So you come here and search for a mentor, any mentor of your choice. Now, if you can't choose more than 3 mentors, and if you choose first mentor, second mentor, third mentor, you can't change again. Okay, you are limited. Okay, so take note. Now, how can someone become a mentor? You have to be V2 and above before you can apply for this mentorship program. Okay, so that is the mentor. Now let's move out. Let's go to more. So under the more, you can actually re-edit. Okay, you can actually edit and bring the features that you use most frequently. You bring it up, then the ones that you don't use, you bring it down. This feature is also on most of our exchanges. Okay, if you click on the home button of Binance, you are going to see this feature more. Okay, so all you need to do is click on edit. Then you click on, let's say for instance, I want to bring the mentor down. Then I want to add a quantifier class. So I click on plus, then I click on done. Then you confirm to save it. Now, if you click on quantifier class, you are going to see so many tutorials. Okay, how the Royalq operates, what is quantitative trading, what is principal income, what is floating loss, what is a trading strategy, the principle of quantifying money. So all these things are here at our disposal. You just come and use it. Okay, so they've added the Bybit tutorial. I'm sure soon we are going to add the Apex tutorial. So you have this at your disposal. You can actually
log in the official Bybit website. If you don't have a Bybit account, please register first.
Or no, you can save it here. You can save it here, but you can actually play it, okay, to see how it is. Now, when we click on the language, there is an arrow there. So all people who speak these languages can actually select any of these languages, okay? You can actually select and use them. Now, if you're a networker here or you share the opportunity, you like to get people from these countries to share the opportunity with, since their language is already on the Royalq app. Okay, so there is a menu here. When we tap on it, it sends you to the home button, the quantitative advantage, and the app download. Okay. All right, let's go back. So operation strategy. Under the operation strategy, you see there is only one coin that is trading for me. It's Solana. Okay. So you can see it's on one shot. The return rate is really huge and negative. That's cool. It was actually on 90 something. When I saw that Solana dipped, then I bought again. So it reduced it to 72 and I'll still be buying more. Okay. All right. So let's use this as an example to explain. So the coin name is Solana. It's trading on USDT. It's using USDT to trade. And the exchange is Binance. You always see the Binance logo. Now there are these two, this thing over here, features that we have to click. The first one is called the log. The second one is called the transaction detail. So when you tap on the transaction detail, okay, there is no sell here. So I'm going to look for another one. Okay, I'm going to look for another one. So let's just look at the log. So the log, anytime you buy or sell, anything that happens, it's been recorded over here under the log. Okay. So let us look at it. The position amount. So 173 has been invested in this, 173 USDT. The quantity of Solana I have is 2.15. Then the average price, when I last bought, the average price changed to 80. At first it was 108, but it has now changed to 80. It has reduced to 80. So now the current price of Solana is 22.14. Okay, 22.14. That is the current price. It's only the current price that changes. When the current price changes, it has effect on the return rate as well. Okay. Now the number of margin calls, it has only done one margin call. Okay. I've already opened 5 margin calls, so I'm waiting for it. So it keeps buying. But anytime I see on an opportunity, I'll come and buy manually so that it will reduce it. For instance, if I type the same 173 here, it's going to reduce my profit and loss rate to negative 36. Can you see that? And now my estimated average price will be 34.77 instead of 80.52. You see the power of buying manually. Okay, that is why we always say if you're on floating loss, it's not the end of life. It's not like the business is not good. Crypto does not move on a straight line. Okay, it moves in that zigzag manner. It moves like this. Okay, it's not a straight line. Okay, that is why you get things like this, of this sort. Okay, so you can buy manually if you see the opportunity, so that it can draw your average price closer to the current price. Then it can sell faster. Now look, 34 and 22. This 34 and 22, is the difference too huge? No, it's not too huge. So I can choose to invest more money into Solana so that I'm out of it. Simple as ABCD. And it's not like when you invest your money in it, you are not going to get your money back. You get your money back plus the profit. So tell me if you don't want this. We save our money at the bank. The bank rather charges us every month for just saving at the bank. You understand? So why don't you invest in crypto? You get it. You get your money back plus the profit. You understand? So that is it. That's the power of this. Is manual replenishment. Okay, manual replenishment, because you clicked on the buy. You see there is a hand close to the buy, meaning you tap on the buy yourself. Okay, it's not a robot that bought it automatic. Now when you tap on the sell,
and you click on market price and you confirm, you are going to lose some money. Now, let me show you the money you are going to lose. So if I decide to sell this coin, I'm going to lose 125 out of it. So is it worth it? No, it's not. Because I invested 173. I'm not going to lose 125 and take only 40 something home. No, it doesn't make sense. So I rather put in more capital and get back my capital plus the profit. Simple as ABCD. Okay. All right. So cycle. If I put it on the cycle mode, it simply means after the robot has done the 5 margin calls that I set it should buy again. Okay. Cycle simply means buy and sell, continue to buy and sell. Do it in that order until I stop you. But if I put it on one shot, it simply means after my 5 margin calls, do not buy again. After selling, bring back my money and my capital. Simple as that. So there are 2 trading strategies you can use in Royalq: the one shot or the cycle trading. You can actually do both, or you can stick to one. You stick to one shot if you do not have enough capital, okay? But if you have enough capital, you can do the cycle trading and the one shot. All right, stop margin call. If you click on it and you've opened more margin calls, the robot will not buy more. That's the meaning of stop margin call. Now, sometimes you've opened your margin call, but it stops automatic because the robot wanted to buy. It didn't get money to buy, so it stops it. Now, if you have more money and you want the robot to buy, you just tap on the coin and click on initiate margin call or start margin call. I think the iPhone, the Android users will see initiate margin call. I'll be using it. When I finish, I'll give it to you. Okay, so let's go to strategy mode. So you remember I told you about the modes, okay? I told you we have whole warehouse mode, sub-bin mode, real-time settlement, okay? So if you've opened more than 4 margin calls, put it on sub-bin mode, but don't wait for the 4th call to buy before you put it on sub-bin mode, real-time settlement, okay? But if you have 1 to 4, only 1 to 4 margin call, you can leave it on whole warehouse mode or you can leave it on whole warehouse mode if you have 1 to 4. It doesn't matter. That one, it will sell all at once. Okay. All right. So this is the first preset buying price. Now, anytime we get a signal, you are going to notice that sometimes they write preset price. Preset price simply means you come here and you tap the price there. You tap on the arrow and you type the price they've given you on the coin. Sometimes before you enter it, you are going to realize that the current price is lower than the preset price. Let's say, for instance, the preset price they gave us was 23 point something. Then you come and you see current price 22. Enter the 22. Don't say, because they say preset at 23, so I'm waiting to. No, please enter the 22, the lesser one. But if they say preset it at 21 and you come and the current price is 22, just preset it at 21 and wait. The robot will go down, pick it up later on when the market goes down. Okay. Now, call margin trigger price. So if the current price gets to 16.10, the robot will buy the second margin call. Take profit trigger price. When my current price gets to 81.73, the robot will sell and give me profit. Okay. Waiting for trigger, that is the status. So it's either waiting to buy or to sell. Okay. So these are your settings. This one, you cannot change it unless you click on trade settings. Now, if you're already in a trade and you click on pause, I'm sorry, the coin will not sell even if it's in positive. So make sure you come and click on start so it can sell. There was one of our team members who private messaged me on WhatsApp. He had paused a coin called Wi-Fi. I don't know his name. I would have searched for him. He paused it and he was already in positive 11 profit. He didn't know. I don't think I'll see his name. I would have showed you. He didn't actually know he paused. I don't think I can see because I didn't save his number. He didn't know he saved it. Let me see. No, it's not this. He didn't actually know that he paused the coin. So he came to me that his coin is not selling. He doesn't know why. And I said, what happened? He should send me a screenshot. So when he sent the screenshot, I realized that he has already paused it. So I told him, no, if you pause it, the robot will not sell. So click on the start. As soon as you click on start, it's going to sell immediately. He thought that when he clicked on the start button, oh no, it was just recently. He thought that when he clicked on the start button, it's not going to continue from where, no, it's not this person. Okay, unfortunately, I cannot find the number. You know, I have a lot of people if I want to, but the person is a Ghanaian. Unfortunately, I didn't save his number because he's not in my team. I didn't save it. You know, I always like to prove to you guys. Okay, unfortunately, I can't see him. Maybe he's all even in the Zoom. No, maybe he's in the Zoom. Okay, so it's okay. Let's forget it. I can't see him, unfortunately. So I asked him to click on the start. As soon as he clicked on the start, it's bought for him. Yeah, I think I remember. I think I saved his contacts. Wait. Okay, this is the person. Oh no. No, this is not him. No, he's in Newman's team. No, unfortunately, I can't see him. This thing always paying me. I don't think I saved his number. No, I didn't. So that is it. If I see it next time, I'll forward it on the group. So he started it. As soon as he started it, it didn't sell at the 2%. It sold at the 11% profit for him. And he made $4. Meanwhile, he was only trading with, I think, 44 or 30 something dollars. He wasn't trading with a lot of capital. He was so excited. It was a mistake he made, though, but the mistake ended up to be a blessing. So please do not pause your coin if you are trading. Okay, if you pause it, it stops everything. It will still continue to work all right, but if it's in profit, it's not going to sell until you click on start. If you click on start, it will not sell at the take profit ratio you set it at. It's going to sell it at the take profit ratio it's being recorded at. So let's say, for instance, this is 1.5. If I pause this coin and the return rate becomes plus 15, when I click on start, the robot will sell it at plus 15. It will not say, okay, because you set it on 1.5, me, I'm going to give you 1.5 profit. No. Okay, so that is it. All right, so we are done with analyzation. Now, Popular, if you go to Popular on the iPhone, you will see all the current price, latest price, and the strategy ratio. Okay, when you tap on the drop down arrow close to Binance, you see the rest of the exchanges. Now we have the BTC pairs as well, then Ethereum pairs, so you can actually choose any of the pairs you want. Okay, so let's go to quantitative. Under the quantitative, you can see all the coins that we have, all the coins. So if you pause a coin, it looks like this. If you pause a coin, it looks like this. It's not highlighted. It's like deselected. Okay, you see it like that. Okay, so these are all the coins. When you scroll, you see all the coins. Then we have the professional for the iPhone users. You still see professional. Then you are using, then the BTC, no, sorry. The professional does not have BTC pairs, but the general has, and the Ethereum. Okay, so let's go to Hobby. All the coins on Hobby too, you are going to see everything. Then the professional coins as well. Then when you click on the drop down arrow, you see Coinbase. Coinbase has only general, not professional. Then you go to Indodax, you also see. Then you go to Kraken, you also see Kraken. Okay. All right. So that is it. Now, okay. Now let's go to convert to USDT. When you click on convert to USDT, anytime a coin sells but does not return into the USDT asset, you find it here or on your exchange. You can actually convert it here or on your exchange as well. Okay, so let's go back to Binance and let's go to USDT. Now below, anytime you come here, always click on the refresh button so you can see the actual figure you have before you start a trade. Okay, always refresh it, then you know how much you have to send into the trade. Okay, let me see if there are any signals so that I'll practice one for you to see. Okay, there are no signals. There are no signals yet. Okay. Okay, for instance, let's say IOST was actually posted at 7:17 today. Okay, we can set this one. So let me see. I hope I'm not already on IOST. Okay, good. So I tap on it. I hope you're all following. So I have 179. Okay, 179. So I tap on it. I click on trade settings. I click on edit. Then I click on choose a strategy setting since I already have some settings. Okay, so I use the one with the 7 margin call, but I'm going to reduce it to 5. Then I'm going to change this to 0.01. I change my sub position, take profit call back to 0.1. My buying call back, I do it 0.1. Okay. Now I'm going to use 25% of my 179. That's 44.75. So that will be my first buying amount. Then the whole position take profit ratio. They said the whole position take profit ratio should be 3%. Okay, that's the TP, the take profit. So 3%. So I change it to 3%. Then the margin configuration. The margin call drop, they said it should be 4%. Okay, so I'm going to change everything here to 4%. You can actually, I choose to do it this way because so if the coin drops so deep, I can still be in the market. But normally you can also choose to do it. You divide 4 by these 5 margin calls. You split it throughout so that it will total to be 4%. But I do it this way, and I also use the Fibonacci settings. Okay, so this is 0.5, 0.2, 0.3 and 0.2. The iPhone users, we do not have more than 2 decimal points. Okay, so I confirm. Then I click on the save button. So first preset buying price, that is when you would type 0.0109, 0.0109. Then I confirm. So right now it's on 100. So when it gets to 0.0109, it's going to buy for me. Okay. Then I change the strategy mode to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. So if only the 5th margin call, it can sell only that one and I'll be waiting. Okay. So that is simply it. This is how to set it. Now, since we are doing the 300% challenge, 3%, 300 times, if you've made profit, you have to compound it. Okay, you have to compound it. Let's say, for instance, if this 179 sells and I get maybe 181 or 180 something, I'm going to go in with that profit. Okay, you are going to go in with that profit. I'm going to use the Android to do an example for you when I get there. Okay, so I've set it up. I'm just waiting patiently. It's going to pick. So that is it. Let's move out of quantitative and go to circle. Under the circle, you actually you actually search for copy traders over here. You can also become a copy trader if you want. Okay. So you actually search for copy traders and select any of the copy traders you want to follow. If you follow a copy trader, you are going to be paying some amount of your fuel fee goes to them because you are following their trade settings. Okay. Now let us go to... Hello.
Yes, my leader. For the sake of the new people here that we have,
Yes.
I will request you to go back on the settings of the signal.
Okay.
Because since they don't have a voice to say you have been speedy, then I will use that opportunity.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So let's set the coin again. So you go to your group or the group. So you see the 3% 300 strategy. Okay. So IOST USDT. IOST is the name of the coin. USDT is simply the stable coin that you are using against the coin. Okay. So you go to your exchange. If you are using Binance, you make sure it's on Binance. But if you are using Hobby, you click on Hobby. Okay. So I'm on Binance. So I type IOST. Then it comes up. Why do you have to type it? You have to type it so you don't scroll through and waste a lot of time. Okay. So I tap on it. Then I click on trade settings. Okay. So I click on edit. Then I click on choose. Let me see if I can use a different exchange. Let me use Hobby. So IOST. I tap on it. Then I click on trade settings. When I click on trade settings, I go to the edit. Okay. Now this is a default settings. Okay. This is a default. No, this is actually, I've traded this screen before, I think. But anytime you click on trade settings, the settings you see first is the default settings. But if you have traded the coin before, the settings you see there is the old settings you use. So you just edit it a bit. You edit it to suit the settings that you were given in the signal. Okay. So I click on choose a strategy settings. Then I click on the settings that I've already saved. Now, when I get to mine, I'm going to teach you how to save your strategy. Okay. So I tap on, I have 179. Okay. Let's say, for instance, because this is Hobby. So I'm not going to introduce all the 179 here. First buying amount simply means the amount the robot should buy for you. Okay. So if I type all the 179, and unfortunately, this coin does not go up, it comes down, I'm going to land in floating loss. Okay, so I don't introduce all my capital. I introduce only 25% of 179 of my total. So let's say, for instance, if you have 200 times 25%, that will be 50. So my first buying amount will be 50. Okay. So I put 50 here. I click on done. My margin call limit, I set it to 5. Okay. You can choose to do it 1 to 4, but I choose to do it 1 to 5. Okay. Then my take profit ratio, it simply means the profit you want to take on the coin after it has sold. So on the signal, we can see that they said TP 3%. So I'm going to come here and change 3%. Then I click on done. Then whole position take profit callback. It said we should do 0.01. Okay. TP callback, take profit callback. It should be 0.01. So you can sell faster. Then I tap on margin configuration. Under the margin configuration, they have written that the margin call drop, look at it. Everything has a topic, margin call drop, multiple buying ratio. Okay. So margin call drop in the signal, it is 4%. 4%. So I can choose to write 4% throughout, so that if the market goes very deep, I will be safe. But if I do it, let's say for instance, let's say 4%, I change the first, I do 0.5, that is 1%. Then I do this place 1%, 1%. This is 2%. 2 plus 3. Then I do this place to 1. You can choose to do it that way. Okay. Then you change the multiple buying ratio. Now, the multiple buying ratio, there are 3 types of multiple buying ratio you can use. The double up, that is actually the best. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay. That is if you have enough capital, because don't forget, your first buying amount by the 2 times, by the 4 times, by the 8 times, by the 16, by the 32. So if you don't have enough capital, you can go in for the +1 or the Fibonacci. I use the Fibonacci. So with the Fibonacci, I type 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.8, then 1.3. Okay. Then you confirm it. Then you come to supposition, take profit callback. Okay. For the distributed take profit allocation, you leave it where it is. Okay. Then buying callback 0.1. Okay. Then you save it at the top. You are not done because you haven't entered this last thing called preset. Preset simply means preset it at this price, 0.0109. So I go here, then I type 0.0109. Then I confirm. For Hobby, they have is it 5 decimal points? Okay, 1, 2, 3. They have a lot of decimal points. So you can just add 00 to the 9. Then you click on start. So when this current price gets to this price, now it's 0.011, 1110. Let's say, yes, 110. When it gets to 109, it's going to buy for me. Okay, so that is simply it. I hope that is clear. So let me pause it since I'm not trading it. So let us continue. If you want to get more about the trade settings, then attend the Monday to Friday meetings. Okay, one of these, I think 2 of these days, Mondays and Thursdays, they've been preaching about that, like talking about that. Okay, let's click on news. Under the news, that is where you see my inviter. You can actually chat with your upline. If I say hello, Leader Julius, he's going to receive this message. Okay, so sometimes you don't want to chat on WhatsApp, you want to chat to your upline, you can come to Royalq and chat. So like, comment, group chat, you click on it, you join any of the groups that you want to be part of. But if you're on V1, you cannot join V6 group. Okay, you join V1. Okay, so other message simply means anytime there is a buy and a sell, you get it under other message. That is the only thing you get under other message. Then there is messages on the groups that I'm on. You can read it. If you want, you can join. If you don't want to join the group, you just click on this button to exit, the button here to go out, this one to mute, so that the messages will not be disturbing you. Okay, so let's go to mine. Under the mine, you see, always try to make your back office beautiful by putting your logo. Then this is my nickname, this is my level. If you haven't activated, you see V0. If you activated, you see V1. Then my email, I've protected it because I don't want anybody to see it. Then this arrow takes us to your personal details where you can personalize your account. Okay, you can change your nickname over here because when you join, Royalq gives you a nickname, like the system generates a nickname for you. So you can change it to suit your okay. Location, you see I'm in Germany, so Germany is showing. My upline is Leader Julius. Now, if someone wants to transfer money, I already mentioned it. Always confirm the inviter before they transfer the money to Royalq. Now, view permission, that is when my account will expire. People ask, I don't even know when my account will expire. This is it. My next billing date is 19th June 2023. So in 2 months' time. It's on automatic. So as soon as it gets to 19th June, I will renew myself automatic. Okay. All right. Professional edition. You turn this button on if you are trading, so you can get the professional coins. Now let's move to user benefits. User benefits simply means if you are sharing the opportunity, each level and the benefits that you make. When you are V1 and you introduce someone, you make $30. Okay. Make $30. Then you make 20% of whoever is trading under you. You make some profit from them as well. That's their fuel fee. So the higher you go, the more money you make. But the last rank is V6. And from V1 to V5, you earn from team. But when you get to V6, you earn from team members that you didn't bring into the business. That is, you earn globally. Okay. You earn from team members in different countries that you don't even know about. Okay, that is why we are all focused on getting to this rank. Now I've talked about the assets, so I'm not going to go there. You still see assets under mine. API bind, I've talked about it, so I'm not going there. Team, I haven't talked about it. So under the team, you are going to see the level that you are on, the number of team members in your team, the cumulative profits that you have earned. That this is 21,000. Profit for today, 0 so far. Activated people yesterday. Yes, I activated 1 person yesterday. So V4 to V5. Number of direct referrals, meaning I still need 5 people more for this one to check to correct. The number of team members, I already have more, like the 800 is okay. The V4, I just need 1 V4, then I'm good to go on V5. Now, direct referrals, there is a drop-down arrow there. So you click on the drop-down arrow to get the team. Okay, so this is the team. So V2, 56 people have already ranked up to V2. And V1, 2,399. There are so many V1s in my team. Please get to V2 sharp. So yes, direct referral, 7 people have activated under me, 15 people have not yet renewed or activated. Okay. All right. So V1, you see the number of ranks, and when you click on all, you see all the people that are directly under you, both those who have renewed, like those who have not renewed too. Okay. See everything. Now let us go to reward details. Is still here. We have gone there already. Circle owner income details. If you're a circle owner, that is when you will see your details here, but I'm not. So in Royalq, we earn from 3 different ways: from trading, from team building, and from being a circle owner. Okay. From activation gain, you also get the team building rewards as well. Okay. All right. My synchronized strategy. If you connect to any copy trader, that's when you would see your strategy that you synchronize to over here. Share. So aside you getting your referral link on the home button at invite friend, you still see it under the mine, under share. Then when you go to Royalq feedback, you actually get in touch with the Royalq support if you have any problem. But I think V4 and above, you get the online customer service option. Okay. So if you have any problem based on any of the topics or any other topic, you tap on it, you give your problems, you can add screenshots, and Royalq will be at your disposal. Under the help center, we still have latest announcements here. We have the beginner's guide. We have the Royalq related questions and answers. Then we have the strategy description. Okay. So let us move out and go to security center. So this have to do with the security of your account. So we have the change password, modify email. Anytime you want to change anything here, you have to remember your security answers, the way you wrote it, or if you have a screenshot, you look at it before you tap on any of this, so you don't make a mistake, okay? Because Royalq will not let you change anything if you don't remember your security questions and answers. Okay, so SMS verification. If you turn this button on, anytime you withdraw money, they will send you a code and you pay 2 cents, like 0.2 USDT. So trusted device, you actually see all the devices that are here have been used by me. So you see trusted device. Then delete account. If you tap on this button, it's going to delete your Royalq account. So if you don't like this application, you are not happy with it, and you want to delete your account, feel free, you can delete it. But some of us will not delete because we love it. And aside we trading, aside we having a team, we are gaining more knowledge. Okay, so my policy settings. You remember I told you I'm going to show you how to set it up if you don't have. You set your policy settings so that anytime you want to pick up a trade, it's much easier for you, okay? You don't have to be editing, you just pick it up. So to set it up, you click on the addition sign, then you edit it based on the way you want it, okay? Then you save it. So that is it. Now, system settings. The firmware version is here. The iPhone users, we don't have any new version. The valuation method is also here. We requested for them to add euro. Oh, and euro has been added. Oh, Zatu has been added. GBP to, oh God, thank you, Royalq. So now I can change it to euro. Now I think I have to request for Ghana cedis as well. I forgot Ghana cedis. Can you imagine? So I and one of my team members wrote to Royalq that we want them to add the valuation method of the pound sterlings, the South African rands, and also the euro, which they just did. You can see it's below UGS because these three were not there. So now my South African members, you can now go and change it to the ZAR so you can see how much in South African rands do you have or have you earned. Okay, so I'm changing it to euro. Now the Ghanaians, I'm going to request for Ghana cedis for you guys too. Okay, so soon we'll have the Ghana cedis. Okay, I'm so excited about this new feature they have added. Okay, so language, you can choose any of the languages. We have the the Arabic, sorry, the French, the Italian language, Spanish, Portuguese, Indonesia, and so on and so forth. The Malaysian is here. So yeah, I think we have to add some languages. If you want, you can request it and Royalq will add it. Okay. So log out to log out. Now, I'm going to stop sharing this screen. Then I'll quickly share the Android. Then we can go ahead. Okay. I'm going to share the Android. Then invite all the Android users to come back because I'm going to share on the Android so that we look at the Android as well. Are you enjoying this session? Are you enjoying? Don't worry about those that are leaving, okay? They don't mean business. They wouldn't have left. So I'm joining with a different device, okay? Then I'm going to share my screen. It's just 2 hours. If you cannot wait Saturday 2 hours for meeting, then I don't know what you want in this life. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm back here. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so I just want to make this account. I want to make it co-host so I can share my screen. Okay. Please, my leader, Abe, make Doris Angel one co-host. I'm going to raise up my hand so you can see it easily. Please make it co-host so I will be able to share my screen. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me put my hands down. So I hope you can see my screen. Do you guys remember, those who have been here with us from the beginning, do you guys remember when I told you that one thing I love about Royalq is they actually care about the users of the application, okay? They always try to bring innovation, like bring new things that will help us. You remember I told you, it looks like Royalq, they usually update their app so frequently than other applications that I know. And it's true. They brought Bybit, they brought Kraken, they brought Bybit, they brought OKS. Like, you understand me? And now see, they just added more new valuations. If you don't want this, what else do you want? You have great leaders who impart knowledge into you. Do you know some people pay more than $1,000 to get crypto lessons? They pay $1,000 a month. If you go out and you see money people pay to get crypto knowledge, we are getting it free of charge. Then we host meetings. You see only 10 people, 15 people attending the meeting. That should tell you that this world, not everybody will make it to heaven. You fight for your own. Okay. So this is OKS. Okay, you can see at the top, OKS. This is the Android users. Welcome. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen well. So I've talked about most of this. I'm not going to talk about it. This place there, I have a pencil to use, the annotation. I'll not talk about this. I'll not talk about any of this because we've done that. The only thing I'm going to talk about is below here, okay? So let me clear, undo, stop annotation, okay. So over here, we are going to see that there are so many coins over here. We have all the currencies, then their latest price and the change in percentage, okay? So this new update, I love it because when you tap, even if there are no signals or there are signals, but you don't get the coin that you want to trade over here. Like for instance, I searched for Gala this morning to set. I didn't get the Gala, okay? So what I did was I just went to the change in percentage. You see it's on the top arrow. You see it's on the top arrow. One arrow is selected. Now, if I click on the bottom arrow, you are going to see that it sends me to, it arranges it in that order, the coin that has really done well. But I don't need that because I need a coin which has not yet done well enough. So I can trade that one. Oh, okay. There is a new buy. That's good. So this is OKS trading, okay? So now let us go to revenue details for you to see. This is an account with only, it started with 38 or 30 something, I've forgotten, but 30 something dollars. When we started trading, it wasn't that much. So now let us go to, you see all the coins over here. The professional coins are being added to it, okay? So you don't have to turn on professional edition over here. And when I click on Bybit, you're going to see that OKS coins are many than Bybit. I think I've counted them. I've counted them. Then this is Kraken. I wrote it somewhere. I'm going to look for the paper later on. Kraken is not enough. Coinbase too is not enough. Okay. So you either trade with Bybit or OKS, okay, for US people, okay, or people who want to use any of this. You choose rather these ones. So now let's go to strategy. under the strategy, when you click on strategy, to be on both. So if you want to start a coin, okay, you click on Martingale, then you click on feel free to create your own strategy. You tap on this and push this to the top. You tap on this if you want to create your own strategy. You tap on it, then you search for the coin. They gave us IOST. Oh, IOST is also here. So I tap on it. Then I click on trade settings. Then I click on choose a strategy setting. Then I click over here. You see, the money was not enough. It was only, I think, $30. Yeah, no, it was $40. Sorry, 40. So, you know, anytime the coin buys, it doesn't count it as a margin call. Okay. So let me first check how much I have. You click on running to check. Okay, so I don't have enough money to set up this coin because TRS has already bought twice. Okay, so I just have to wait. I would have set up the IOST for you to see, but nevertheless, we can still set it. I search for IOST, then I click on create. That is for the Android users, okay? So call any Android user or else they'll have to watch the recording later. Then I click on Martingale, then create. And I click on the second next, trade settings. So this is the original trade settings, the default one. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to choose a strategy. So the one I already saved, I tap on it. Then let's say, for instance, if I made a profit and all my total capital is 47.80, I have 3 margin calls, okay? So I'm going to change my first buying amount to 17.80. 17.80 simply means I've added my profit to it. I hope you understand. Hold on, someone. Please, can you raise up your hands and ask your question? You asked me to do something. You said I should expatiate on something. Raise up your hand and ask your question. So before I go on, because I don't want to go back. Leader Emmanuel, please raise up your hand so the co-host the host will let you unmute yourself. Why did you say I should explain? I don't want to open the chat, so I'll have to go back. So can you raise your hand? Okay. Leader Abe, please unmute, let him unmute himself so he can ask. I don't want to go back and forth. Leader Emmanuel, unmute yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Good morning, my leader Doris.
Good morning.
Yeah. Please, my question is, I want you to explain for me when you go to trade using cycle, there are 2 options at the bottom. When you went through to choosing a strategy from the mines.
Okay, like trade settings. So where they said choose a strategy setting, right? Is it that place?
From mine. Yes.
Okay. I'm
that place where they also, when you go to the
mine. I'll explain it. I get you now. I'll explain it. Don't
worry. Those places where they said highest first price and the first position drop.
Okay. I'll explain it. Don't worry.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yes. Okay, so you can just put your hands down and mute yourself. Okay. So I already have a settings that I already set. Okay, let me return and go back. When you click on mine, you would see that under my strategy settings, this place, that is where I tapped on to set it up. Okay, so I tapped on it, then I click, I'm going to add one now. You click on plus. So risk type should be steady. I write 1 short, 1. You label it so you know 1 short with 5 margin calls. I've already done 3. So let me do 5. So the first buying amount, that one, it is dependent on how much capital you are going to introduce. So let me just leave it at 20. Then open position double, I don't turn it on. Margin call limit, I do it 5. Whole position take profit ratio, I leave it at 1.3, okay. But it's always in the signal. Then this one, I do it 0.1. Then I go to margin configuration. The margin call drop, I leave it that way. You can see that the multiple buying we have here is double up, but the capital I have will not reach double up. So I'm going to change it to the Fibonacci. That is 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. The Fibonacci, I always forget it. 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. But if you've already calculated it based on the capital you have, you just, I already did this calculation, so I know it's this way.
It is 2, 3.
2, 3, 5, then 8, then 13.
8, 13, and so on.
So, thank you. So this one I'm going to do 0.8. Oh, where am I? 0.5. Okay. Then 1.3 to be the last. Okay. So I confirm. I save this. Then I go to buying callback. I do 0.1. Distributed, I leave it like that. Then cycle, I change it to one shot. If you have to change it to one shot, you do not have to do the higher first price optional first position drop. No, because you are not using cycle, you are using one shot. I hope that is clearly the Emmanuel. So I change it to one shot. Then I save it. This is their save button. This thing that looks like a Dix or something. So I just click on save. Then I confirm. Oh, I actually did not save I didn't make change with this one, 0.1. But when you save it and you want to pick it in the trade, you can actually change a little settings. So now the coin they gave us was IOST. I tap on the search. Then I type IOST. This one has the combination of the professional and the other one. Okay. So I tap on it. I click on create. Martingale, create. I choose this second one because I want to use my own settings, okay? The secondness. Then I tap on trade settings. So I'm not going to use these default settings, okay? I just scroll down, click on choose a strategy. Then I tap on the one I just did, this 5. When you just click on it, then it comes inside the trade, okay? They said take profit should be 3%. I edit that one. Then I save, I confirm. Then I preset it. They said 0.0109, right? Let me look at it again. Yeah, then I confirm. So now it's at 0.11. When it gets to 0.01090, it's going to buy for me. I start it down. Then I change the strategy mode to real time because I have more than 4 margin calls. Then I leave it. So when it gets there, it's going to buy for me. Okay, so I've set it down. Okay, you can see it's moving. It's trying to go up. So you see the movement of the coin over here on the Royalq. You can add your these things, how do you call it? The indicators. If you want to add the indicators, you add it, then you are good to go. Okay. Those who have been learning the trading view, you understand the meaning of all these indicators. All right. Now you can check 50 minutes, 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, and so on and so forth on this new update. Okay. So if you see it in green like this, it hasn't picked yet. Okay. That is why you see it in green. But if you see it in green and the return rate, there is a number attached to it, it means it's in profit. Okay. I think, yeah, it hasn't picked yet. So running will show you the coins that you are trading. If it's in negative, you will see it in red. But if it's in positive, you see it in green. Okay. You see it in green. Why is my phone dimming? Okay. So let's tap on TRX and see. I've been trading TRX since the first day. Okay. So I only introduce $10 into the market. I don't introduce more than that. But this one, I was compounding. So I did it 11.90. Okay. It bought, then it sold. As soon as it bought, I opened more margin calls, but it couldn't go down to pick up the margin calls. So it sold at 1.91%, and it gave me 23 cents. I'm okay because it didn't buy so many times. If it has bought all the 3 margin calls, I would have made more profit. Do you understand? Then I traded it today at 6:52 a.m. Germany time. I used 12.35. You can see my deal amount. So I'm compounding. Do you understand? I'm compounding. Anytime I enter into the market, I compound. I add up to it. Okay. So this is it. Because before I should trade, I had, let me go to pictures for you to see. Anytime I want to trade, I take a screenshot. Okay. So you can see before I traded the TRX, I had 42. Sorry, let me move this. I had 42.36. Do you see it? So when I wanted to trade it, what I did was, oh, stop annotation. What I did was I typed 12.36. Do you see it? Because I had 42, because the rest of the $30 will be for the 3 margin calls. So I had, as soon as it bought, I went to quickly change the first buying amount to 10, or else it cannot buy. If it buys, I'll be hooked up. Okay. So after it bought, I now change it to 10. Hey, I think I didn't change it, so it still bought at the same price. Oh shit. I didn't change it, but it's still nothing. It will still continue. Just that the money I have can only buy for the second margin call, then it will not be able to buy for the third unless I change it to 10. Okay, so that is simply it. So it has already done 1 margin call, as you can see from here. The return rate is 0.28%. This is a cycle. I've talked about all these things, so I'm not going to go into details. Then the stop margin call. Okay, the first preset buying price is also here. I've entered it. So it's going to take profit when the current price gets to this. Then it's going to buy more if it drops. Okay, I hope that is clear. All right. So yeah. So you refresh it to see the actual amount you have. So I have 17.64 left. Okay, I have 17. So it can, this 17, it can buy only 1 time more, because I should have changed when it initially bought, I should have changed it, but I made it bought with the same amount again. So we leave it this way, probably to even go up and sell. So that is the new settings. Okay, that is the new settings with the Android users. Now you click on circle. We've done circle already. We go to news. Anytime there is a buy, you get a notification. Okay, so the first when I started trading was Phil. I bought it, it sold. It bought 2 times because I set it with margin calls. So even as low as $50, you can set your trade and still open more margin calls. Okay, so I bought it bought again, then it sold all the 2 it bought. Then I bought it again, it sold, then it bought, then it sold, then it bought, then it bought again, then it sold all the 3 that it bought. Okay, then now how do you call it, there was a new buy yesterday, it sold yesterday. I bought Atom sold, then I bought TRX. Because OKS, not all the coins are on OKS, so sometimes when they give the signal and I come and search, I don't get the same coin. So what I do is I just refresh it and I choose the arrow at the top, the change in percentage at the top, so I can get the least coin that has done in return rate. So this, like this, you can trade TRX or Atom if you are using OKS, but any exchange you are using, You can check it out and just take 2%, come out of the market, re-enter again. Okay. So anytime I refresh it and I see the coin that is not performing well, that is what I enter. Okay. So with this small capital, I've already compounded. I've made $2 already. That is good. So with this, the person will know that, okay, so even if this small capital is giving me this, what of big capital? You understand? So you see, if you click on it, you can actually see the details and see which coin gave you all this profit. So this is Phil. Then this is Atom, TRX, Atom and TRX. Okay. All right. Profit analysis is also here. Then we have the crypto profit. So you can see Phil. TRS has not yet recorded because it's still in, and Atom is too small to record it. So that's why you don't see it there. Okay, mine, everything is still the same here, except you don't have professional edition. Okay, so that is it, except you don't have professional edition. So yes, we are done with the meeting. Please feel free and ask me any questions. So I'm going to stop sharing. Then raise up your hands if you have any questions to ask. Please raise your hands up. And I'm going to... Okay, so I've disconnected the audio on the Android. Now let me read. Since the raised hands are not many, let me answer those people first. So please unmute Mbatude Jalia. You just click on unmute, like click on their name and tap unmute. You don't need to make them co-host. Just ask them to unmute, then they'll be able to unmute. So Leader Abe, please unmute Mbatude Jalia. Just ask him to unmute. Okay, I can even ask him to unmute. So Mbatude Jalia, please unmute yourself and ask me your question. Mbatude Jalia, please check on your screen. You will see unmute. Then you can unmute and ask your question. If I don't hear from you, I'll move to the next person, please. Okay. Please, Kanani, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, my question is,
yeah.
I've just activated my robot just yesterday, and I'm still new. And
okay.
This is my first time to join this meeting.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So there is something which I want to know about the gas fee. So
yes.
Can you explain about the gas fee?
Okay. I'm going to play some video for you to understand. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So the fuel fee is simply, Royalq says that whatever trading you make, 40% comes to the Royalq community, like 20%, sorry, and 80% comes to you, quantifier class. So, oh no, the fuel fee is not here. There is a video on it on WhatsApp. Hold on.
What is fuel fee? You need to ensure that you have at least 20 USDT in your Royalq assets for fuel fee. To understand fuel fee, we need to first know the breakdown of the trade profit share. 20% is robot share. Whenever there is a trade profit, the robot is entitled to 20% of our trade profit. And 80% is for trader. Let's assume there is a trade profit of 20 USDT. For USDT, the 20% of 20 USDT is robot share. And 16 USDT, the 80% of 20 USDT is for trader. However, upon a successfully closed profitable trade, all the profits goes back to your exchange wallet. When there is trade profit, the robot is entitled to 20%, but the robot does not have access to our exchange wallet. So our robot entitlement will be deducted from our assets. That is fuel fee. It actually is what is due to the robot as the trade profit, not so much a fee. We pre-charge our back office for the robot to take its share. Please note, when your assets become lower than 10 USDT, the system will start prompting you with a message that says recharge is low, please top up. If it goes below 2 USDT, the robot will not be able to trade until you top up. That is fuel fee.
I hope you got it. Did you get it? Did you get it, please? Okay. Unmute yourself again. Please unmute yourself again. Did you get the video? Did you?
Yeah, I've got the video. But
okay.
My question is,
yeah.
Robot is the one to deduct on my capital, or I'm the one to add on my Royalq account, that fuel fee?
Okay, so the fuel fee, before you start trading, you have to bring fuel fee onto your Royalq, at least 20 USDT. It's okay for you to bring to your Royalq. So before, if you start trading and the robot sells for you, that is when there will be a deduction of 20% of whatever profit you got from your fuel fee. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, is that all your question, please?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm going to lower your hand and mute you. All right, so the next questions, they are in the chat. I'm going to read all those questions, okay? So yeah, all right. I got mine instantly. West Stanford, what did you get instantly? I don't understand what you got instantly. Wow, you are giving me another tip. Honestly speaking, this is a very simple business. Yeah. Leader Abe, you are right. Okay. We move slowly. Some of us, West, we are still new. Okay. You mean I should move slowly? Okay. Sorry. We call that manual replenishment, the manual buy. Yeah. Okay. And manual replenishment does not affect your margin call number. Thank you so much, Leader Abe. It's very true. If you buy manually, it doesn't affect your margin calls, okay? It doesn't count it. You are not hearing anything. Oh, who brought Abraham or they? Did you guys help him? Because she's loud and clear. Okay. I think she had a call. Normally, if you're on Zoom and you have a call, please make sure when you come back, I'm going to share my screen and show you something. If you're on Zoom anytime and you have a call, you see that the screen where the speaker is, I'm tapping there. You see this place. You cannot hear anything until you click on the speaker and you see there is no X, okay, before you can hear. So then you can hear the person clearly, okay? So always take note about that. So let me continue with the questions, okay? All right, so yeah. If you are new to Zoom or can't hear, oh, thank you so much. Wealthy Queen, you are really doing a great job. Thank you so much. You have to be one of my co-hosts. Please contact me. Which rank are you on? I don't mind even if you are not on V2. You qualify for being a co-host. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You explained it into details. Can you please contact, kindly asking if for a video? Who is this Shepherd Saki? We don't understand what you are saying. Hi, Sam. Can you please contact, kindly asking if for a video? We don't understand the message you are writing. We'll get to V2 soon. Wow, Wealthy Queen, meaning you are not yet on V2. Yeah, Ghanaian CD. We have to add the Ghana CD. Yeah, Royalq is great. Yes. You are enjoying. Wow, Leader Chadwick, one of our great leaders, is here. Wow, Royalq is an amazing thing to ever know about. A bright future ahead with Royalq is a guarantee. Very true. Hola Crypto, I agree with you 100%. Please, Leader Doris, expatiate on the section 1.2 highlighted above when you trade using cycle. Thank you. Okay, so the highest first price, we have a cycle settings. The highest first price, you have to enter, I've forgotten the calculation. I'm going to send you a video about that. Okay, please contact me privately. I'm going to send you a video on that since you have my number. Okay, please. I understand now. So I'm going to now please explain briefly the price alert functions and how to use it. Thank you, my leader. Okay, I think I forgot to mention about that today. So as you see, when I started the meeting, anytime a coin goes up or down, you are going to see that I get a notification. Let me see if I have some of those notifications here. Okay, can you see these notifications? Atom recent new high. That is because I've turned on my price alert. Okay, I've turned on my price alert. So let me go to Royalq. I click on where is it? You go to more, then you click on edit. Price alert is hidden here. So let me bring quantifier class down, then I add it. So I click on that. You can also find the price alerts under mine, I think. So this is price alert. I click on add. Let's say I want to add atom. I tap on the star, then I click on done. So anytime atom is going up or down, I'm going to get an alert. Okay, I'm going to get an alert that, okay, atom has gone up. There is another way you can also do it. You tap on this button here, then you turn on the alerts here. If there is a big rise or a big fall, they should alert you. Okay, so that is it. I hope you got it, Wealthy Crane. All right, so let me continue with the questions. Okay, Leader Sheila is also here. Thank you so much, Leader Sheila, for joining. Today, we did have a lot of questions. That's great. That means you understand most of the things that I talked about. Leader Doris, please share the video on Crypto Ambassador WhatsApp platform. Which of the videos should I share? Is it the fuel fee video? Please send me that video for the fuel fee. Okay, I'm going to share it on the Crypto Ambassador. Okay, let me share it now so I don't forget it. So forward, I'm sharing it, Crypto Ambassador 1, 2, and where else? V2, V3. So if you're a leader, you can go there and pick it up from there. Okay, I've shared it on most of the platforms. I believe you guys are going to see it. Yeah. Please, if you get to just forward it to your groups. Okay, sorry. Forward it to your groups. Okay, so I think thank you for the presentation. Newbie, is it okay to copy a strategy as I still need to learn how to trade on my own? Yes, you can actually follow a copy trader, but if you have an upline, your upline should guide you on how to set up one short trade so you don't pay anything to any copy trader, because the copy traders, they have how do we call it? You have to follow their rules. Okay, you have to follow their rules. But if you have an upline, let the upline guide you on how to you can set up cycle trading for some particular coins for it to be on cycle until you master how to set up the coin on your own. But how to trade one shot, it's not difficult. I just showed it like 2 or 3 times. It's not difficult at all. And I've actually done a video on that as well. There are so many videos. Leader Robert too did a video that Leader Julius shared on all platforms. So please contact your upline to assist you, okay? For those who are new, please note that you may not learn everything yes, it's very true. To our new people, you will not get everything today. Learning is a continuous thing, okay? it's a continuous thing. You always learn and add up more to what you've learned already. You will not get everything in just one session. Okay, this business, you need to give it a lot of time, and when you give it a lot of time, you are going to be successful. There are some people who don't take this business serious, and the business never took them serious as well. So just take it serious and you'll be rewarded seriously. I forgot my password for Royalq. What should I do? When you click on forget password, they are going to send you an email and you have to remember your security questions and answers. So if you remember the answers you selected, you have to write it in the same order you wrote it. So my leader, Jalia, you can actually follow these guidelines. Just click on forget password. Royalq will send you an email. You follow that email and enter your security answers, then you can continue with the rest of the instructions. You can ask your upline for more assistance or your grand upline. Okay, I think that is all for today. Nobody has raised their hands up. I see Endurance from Italy in my team. I see Ezekiel, he's also in my team. I see a lot of my team members here. I'm so excited. Leader Sheila, thank you for attending this meeting. So we are done for today's meeting. This session is actually recorded on YouTube. So the channel is called Crypto Ambassador. Let me actually copy it and paste it on the chat here. It's actually live now. Yeah, it's actually live. So I just click on. So I paste it here. You can actually paste it on your groups. Okay, and watch it later. You will not get everything in one day. Maybe I said something you didn't get well. Please, you can come back to play it at any time. Okay. Thank you, Leader Doris, for a very uninformative presentation. Wow, informative rather. Yes, I'm like, hey, I'm confused. Okay, thank you all for attending. I really appreciate. Thank you, my host, Leader Abe from Uganda. So have a nice Saturday. Enjoy your day. God be with you. Thank you, Wealthy Queen. You really did well. Okay, so you can all unmute yourself and you can say something.
Thank you so much as well, Leader Doris.
Thank you, Leader Abby.
And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, my grand upline.
Really, you're in my team.
Very well.
I didn't know. Please contact
thank you,
me.
everyone.
Wealthy Queen, please contact me after the meeting. Okay, I didn't know you were in my team. Oh my God. All right. God be with you all. Have a wonderful Saturday.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
God bless you.
Bye. Next time.
God bless you all. Okay.